Hi everyone, welcome to goclasses. This is going to be ISI Kolkata Mtech CS exam all in one session. In this session, we have invited Sourashis Sarkar, who secured All India Rank 16 in ISI 2025 exam. And Sourashis is currently studying in ISI Kolkata doing Mtech Computer Science, Mtech CS. So, we are going to discuss all about ISI exam for computer science. And if you have any doubts, you can ask in the chat, in the live chat. You can ask your doubts, and we will take those doubts with Sorasis. Okay. So Sorasis, congratulations to you for All India Rank 16, and thank you for joining us in this session.
Uh, Thank you, sir, for inviting me. So, hi everyone, I'm Sourashis Sarkar. I am currently pursuing my MTech at ISI Kolkata, and I was a full course student in goclasses in for the GATE 2025.
So Sorasis, you prepared for GATE 2025 exam, GATE CS 2025. What was your rank?
My rank was 1521.
Okay, 1521.
Yeah,
Okay. So around 1500 rank Sorasis got in GATE CS 2025. And Sorasis, after the GATE result, what was your mindset? Like, were you thinking that, okay, let's take another drop for the GATE exam? Or were you thinking that, okay, let's prepare for the upcoming opportunities for the upcoming exams like PGW, like ISI? So, what was your mindset after the GATE results were announced?
so to be very honest, like everyone, I also aspired for the top IITs in the GATE exam. But after the GATE exam, it's like the in the first 1 week after the GATE result, I decided to take a drop. But then I discussed with my father, and he said that there is a lot of colleges with good reputation and also good placement, so you can try it. But it's like it's take a lot to take a drop. It's like your peer groups are currently going on there, like uh, they're in the jobs or they're in the MTechs or they're living fully their life, and you will be at your home preparing for just one exam. It will be too exhausting for me. So then I decided I will give it a try for the good institutes other than GATE.
Okay. So, Sorasis, clearly your father guided you in the right direction because after the GATE exam, there are many other opportunities. So, for which exams did you target for? Was ISI your, I can say, only choice, or were there alternatives also? Like you were looking for maybe three or four alternatives.
So to be very honest, ISI is a very like academically heavy institute. I mean, the courses are too much academically heavy. So, firstly, I decided to go with the PGW, but it went wrong, and I didn't qualify it. So next, I tried with the triple IIT Hyderabad self-sponsored exam. So which I also didn't get the seat. Then I prepared for ISI and gave the exam of ISI. Then I got admitted.
Okay, okay. So basically, you were targeting PGW 2025. Triple IT
Yeah.
Hyderabad was your target, and when you could not get it, then next you tried for next you tried for
IIT Hyderabad self-sponsored.
IIT Hyderabad, IIT
Yeah.
Hyderabad self-sponsored, and then ISI Kolkata, because ISI
Yeah.
Kolkata, that is top institute of our
Yeah.
country. So it's a very reputed institute, but it's academically heavy, as Sorasis
Yeah.
is saying. Okay, so Sorasis, now coming to ISI exam preparation. So what did you prepare for? You got all India rank 16 in ISI 2025 CS exam. So for getting all India rank 16, what did you prepare other than the gate syllabus? Your gate preparation, other than that, did you prepare something else also?
Uh, For like mostly I was relying on my gate notes. So the content of the Go classes is top notch. So like my concept was already a little bit strong for the exam to tackle all the subjective and the objective part also. And the for the mathematics part, I like for the gate syllabus, I only preferred the gate notes. Like for discrete mathematics, linear algebra, probability, I used my gate notes. But other than that, I used some other books for abstract algebra, polynomials, and something like that. So I referred mm, a book of schemata of abstract algebra for the polynomials, and for the other parts of linear algebra, I used the schemapa's linear algebra books also.
Okay, okay. So, Sorasis, what do you think that if someone has done good preparation of the GATE syllabus, GATE computer science syllabus, then what are the chances that they can crack the ISI exam, or should they put, efforts for the remaining topics also?
Uh, so to be very honest, ISI exams is not like GATE exam. So for in the GATE exam, there is only MCQs or multiple choice questions or something like that. But in ISI exams, they ask the subjective questions, and the questions are really conceptually heavy. So I recommend that if someone wants to prepare for ISI exam, do the subjective parts PYQ, do the necessary theorems from internet. As per we know that in GATE exam, not the GATE authority is not deeply asking the graph theory and other algebraic techniques part, which is like the main syllabus in ISI subjective part. So for the main subjective part, one should really prepare hard. So like one should practice the PYQs, or like try the necessary proofs from any other related books to prepare for the subjective part. For the objective part, is it is easy. If someone have done a good gate preparation, then he can easily make up for the objective part. But for the subjective part, one has to be really conceptually strong. Go deep, go deep dive into the subjects.
Okay, okay, Sorasis. So, Sorasis, for the subjective questions in ISI exam, so was Go classes course helpful? Because in Go classes we cover every theorem with proof. So those proof in the GATE exam, those proofs I can say are not directly used, but those proofs, were they helpful in the ISI exam during your ISI exam preparation?
Of course, sir. Those proofs were really helpful. So basically, the concepts were really cool for me, and like for the Go classes content is top notch. And as you and Sachin sir, like the you are really good in like the core courses like algorithms, CA, automata theory. So the proofs are really important for ISI exam. So once have you done the proofs, you can deep dive into the concept. You can done any conceptual proofs and intuit anything. So it's like for the graph theory questions, when I was preparing, I was intuiting the proofs from the scratch, like some other method. So your proof techniques and the Go classes concepts are really helpful for intuiting that proofs. So like a student coming from BTech is not as mathematically or like conceptually heavy for doing this course in general. So like the Go classes taught me well about this proofs, and like it helped me a lot.
Thank you, Sorasis. And Sorasis, please tell us about the exam, ISI exam for MTech Computer Science. It has, I think, two papers. So I was studying about it, and we have written a blog also. So you can search on the Go Classes website. In the blogs, you can find all about ISI exam. So there we have written everything. So basically, Sorasis, please tell us about the ISI exam ISI exam, like written exam, how many papers are there in the written exam, and then based on that, interview. So basically, can you please walk us through the exam, written exam, and also interview?
So the ISI selection process is a little bit hectic for some students. So there is three phases of exams. So two written exam and one interview. So the first paper is called PCA. The in the PCA paper there is only objectives, no subjectives or written paper. So there are about 30 questions and the total marks is 120. In that 30 questions, if you get correct a question, you will get 4 marks. If you don't attempt the question, you will get 1 marks. And if you wrongly attempt the question, I think it's minus 0.25 for the negative marking. So the PCA paper, there is mostly easy questions, and you can, if someone like prepared for gate very hard, then he can easily scores 80 to 90 marks. And most of the guys I like faced in the interviews were in the range of 90 to 100 marks. So the PCA paper is a bit easy, but the PCB paper is subjective paper. There is total 11 questions, and it is year wise. Like in my year there was 11 questions. In this year there could be different. So in my year there were 11 questions, and out of 11, 6 have to attempt. So the first question was compulsory to attempt, and the remaining fives were you can choose it from remaining 10 questions. So these questions are very conceptually heavy. So you need to practice the proofs of the theorems and go into the basics of every concepts to solve this kind of paper. And in 2 hours, the subjective paper, the handling of the subjective paper is really tough.
Okay. So, Sorasis, do you recall the questions, the 11 questions? Maybe some of them, do you recall, like what kind of subjective question they asked in ISI 2025 PCB?
Okay. So in the subjective part, there were mainly from the core subjects. Beside the core subjects, they are heavily rely on the combinatorics. So I recommend, so if someone is preparing for ISI Mtech CS exam, please prepare combinatorics part very well, because from the combinatorics part there is one question for sure. From graph theory there is one proof for sure, and it is going to be tough, the graph theory, because like we are coming from the BTech background, so we don't have any great experience for proving those things systematically. So one question from graph theory, as per I remember, one question is from CN also. Thus you can anyone can practice the hard questions from gate CS exams, and it, and he can easily go through the CN question. And one question from TOC, one question from operating system, and I think two questions is from algorithm part, apart from graph theory.
Okay, okay. And how many of these questions were proof based? Like, for how many of these questions they were asking you to prove something? Because I think the operating system questions, you are saying that there were
Correct.
two operating system questions, there were theory of computation questions. I think for some of these questions, I think that they did not ask for proof. Maybe that question is just subjective. Maybe, for example, operating system question can be, you just give the solution, you just write the solution, this is the question, you write your solution. So how many of these 11 questions were proof based, that some theorem is given, some statement is given, and you have to prove it?
So for the COA question, the COA question was not proof based. It was like from the standard uh, gate question, more little bit hard from a gate question. But if you can understand the concept easily, you can also like derive this question. And for the graph theory question, it was proof based question. And Most of the algorithm part it was proof based, but in terms of combinatorics and operating system, it was not proof based. So in operating system, I think as far as I remember, some some recursive equation I have to derive. So it was not proof based, but the derivation of the recursive theorem was hard actually. In TOC question, it was not proof based, but if you have good intuition about the TOC and good concept making ability, then you can easily solve the TOC question. It's like the option elimination question, like that.
Okay.
There almost 50% of the question was proof based, and the remaining 50% was from derivation.
So, Sorasis, you mentioned that the first question is mandatory out of the 11
Yeah,
questions in the PCB
yeah.
paper. So, in 2025 ISI exam, Sorasis had 11 questions, and out of them, the first question was mandatory. This first question, do you recall what was this first question?
I think it was from Cadence Algo, and it took me about 1 hour, so I can remember it very well. So, and the
Which
remaining
algorithm?
1 hour, I have cadence algorithm
Okay.
for cadence algorithm. It was solely based on the cadence algorithm. So, if the question was designed in such a way that you can derive the cadence algo and eliminate all the necessary and unnecessary cases of it. So
Okay.
that question was mandatory.
So, actually, actually, I think this cadence algorithm
Yeah.
is this in the syllabus part?
No, I mean the cadence, the gate syllabus, in the gate syllabus, like um, I didn't focus on the cadence algorithm part because in the gate syllabus they are mostly on the like result based algorithms I focused on. So cadence algorithm I didn't focus on the gate syllabus. So I used to solve the lead code problems and from there I can intuit this. But in gate syllabus I didn't focus on the cadence algorithm.
So, okay, let me just tell all the students that this cadence algorithm, this is basically for maximum subarray summation, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I think this we usually don't study for the gate CS, but you are saying that when you were doing lead code, then you had the idea of cadence algorithm.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay. So
yeah.
all the students who are watching this interview, so let me just tell you that you can Google cadence algorithm, Kadane, cadence algorithm. This is for maximum subarray summation. So this is a dynamic programming approach. One dimensional array is given, and you have to find maximum summation of contiguous subarray. So okay, so this type of problem is there, and this cadence algorithm is there. So this algorithm you had to write. Were they asking that, okay, write the cadence algorithm?
I can't exactly remember the question, but it didn't mention that it was based on cadence algo. But in the question structure and it's like by solving the question, I felt it was from the cadence algo question, and I just like all the I used all the test cases and idea of the cadence algo by solving that question.
Okay, okay, Sorasis. So Sorasis, after the PCB exam, first of all, let me know, like, how many questions did you do correctly out of 11?
Uh, Out of 11, only 6 we have to attempt, and I think had I mean I can't exactly recall how many of them I did correct, but I can ensure that I did like 5 and almost 5 and 5.5 of them correct.
Okay, okay. And you said that in the PCA result, you
Yeah.
said that all the students who got selected after the PCA result, they were having 90 to 100 marks. This is what you said, that out of 120, they were having
Yeah,
90 to 100 marks, right?
yeah.
Okay, so only those students who get, I can say, certain marks, only they are eligible to appear for the PCB exam, or everyone who is appearing for PCA, they will also appear for PCB?
Everyone is appearing for PCA. They will also, they have to also appear uh, for PCB, but the cutoff for PCA is mostly in the 60 to 65. The cutoff for PCA, but everyone in the interview I asked that they were scoring around 90 to 100, and I was scoring the lowest marks among them. I was scoring around 80 in the PCA. So I got lucky. So my PCB exam gone very well. So at the PCB exam carries maximum marks in the whole selection process. So I got selected.
Okay, so for you, PCA exam did not go as well as others, because you were getting around 80 marks, and almost everyone you were talking to during the interviews, they were getting 90 to 100 marks. But the
Yeah,
PCB exam went very well for you.
yeah. The
Okay,
PCB exam went very well for you, thanks to uh, you sir and Sachin sir also. The concepts were really well.
thank you, Sorasis. So Sorasis, after the PCA PCB exam, for the interview, you got called for the interview. So
Yeah.
when does this interview get conducted after the PCB exam?
I think it was 1 or 2 weeks after. After
After.
after 1 or 2 weeks, the result got announced, and like after result announcement, it was like after 2 weeks from result announcement, it was the interview. I mean, I think,
Okay,
as I
okay,
can recall.
okay. And for the interview, it was online or offline mode, like you have to go to ISI
It,
Kolkata?
yeah, yeah. I have to go to the ISI Kolkata.
Okay. So please tell us about your interview experience.
So, in the interview, first I was asked about which subject I am comfortable in. So, I I told them about I was comfortable in data structures and algorithms, because I had a very like I don't know that my this phenomenon is bad or not, that I can't say about mathematics in front of ISI professors, because in like I am from I'm a very bad student in mathematics in the starting of the BTech. So I can't go for the core mathematics section like probabilities, linear algebra. So I started with data structures and algorithm. They asked me medium level questions like finding cycle in a binary tree, or and the second question was the Catalan number. So like how many binary trees you can make with n nodes or something like that. So they were asking about the Catalan number. They were asking about the proof, but unfortunately I couldn't recall the proof right then. So basically, the interview process was something like they will drive you with some concept, and they ask you to derive that concept. So like if they were asking some question, this will step by step asking some question, and they will ask about the explanation of the step by step question. In then the first step, they will ask about the basic question, and then they will uh, gradually level the the, the gradually level it up, and they will ask about the explanation. It's like you can easily constructing the whole theorem by your own in the interview.
Okay, okay,
And then and then I was asked about then in mathematics, in which section I was comfortable in. So I told them about the discrete mathematics. So they asked me a medium level question. So I think I answered that question. So at the end, they asked me about the the operating system. deadlocks and the the page multi-level page design algorithm, and then after that the interview went.
Okay. So basically, first they started by asking you what is your favorite area. You
Yeah,
said algorithm data structure. They asked you question, medium level questions from algorithm data structure. Then
yeah.
operating system question, then discrete mathematics questions. So basically, I can say overall it seems like the interview was not so much hectic, I think, right?
So the actually for one candidate they were spending about 1.5 hours. So it is hectic, and
Okay.
uh, they will gradually increase your like conceptual level. They are basically checking that if you are conceptually strong or not. That's why the interview is going. The interview is hectic.
Okay. So basically, for each student, the interview was going for almost one hour or 1.5 hour.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
and
So
the
yes,
professors are really the professors were really eager to know the background and the overall conceptual clarity of the students. That's why the interview was going too long.
okay, okay. And Sorasis, were they also asking you about your BTech, about your BTech project, or about the gap? If you had any gap, so were they asking these things also?
To be very honest, I didn't have any gap, and they didn't ask me about my BTech project. But I need to ask my batchmates that if they had gap, then if if they had gap, then how they would tackle that situation, or if they were asking any question about it. So I didn't have any gap, so they didn't ask me about the questions.
Okay, and also they did not ask you about your BTech, or I can say BTech project. Only these conceptual questions they were asking you.
Uh, no. Actually, they asked me about my BTech background, and after first they asked me about my overall background, like how it's all about my higher secondary marks, it's my BTech marks or BTech CGPA, how many subjects I have taken in BTech or something like that. But they didn't ask me about my BTech project.
Okay, okay. So, Surasis, thank you for sharing everything about written exam, PCA, PCB, and interview. All the three things we discussed. And now you got selected for the interview. After the interview, this rank list comes, or does it come before the interview? This rank list, like you got all India rank 16. So, when does it come? After the interview or before that?
Uh, the rank list comes after the interview. So the interview carries some marks, and actually my interview had gone wrong a little bit, but I was relying on my PCB marks only. My PCA was not too bad, not too good. My PCA was in between good or bad, and my PCB was gone very well, and my interview was not very. My interview was not too well, and then and that's why relying on the PCB marks, I got selected in ISI, and I got all India at 16. And the rank list comes after the interview round.
Okay. And do you remember how much weightage interview has and how much weightage the written exam PCA plus PCB has?
Actually, it varies like from year by year. So it's all depends on the professors. So mostly, uh, as per my analysis, if someone attempts more than 4 questions in the PCB and has got almost 80 to 90 marks in the interview, he in the PCA, and have a decent interview, he can be selected in the ISI, or he has a chance, or he has a decent chance of getting him in the top 20 rank list.
Okay, okay. So actually, Sorasis, I read the ISI 2026 brochure. So the latest, I can say 2026 brochure I read. You can also read it. It is available on the ISI website. The link I
Yeah,
will
yeah, yeah.
provide you in the description. In the pinned comment, I will provide you the link also. So actually, Sorasis, let me tell all the students that for ISI 2026 exam, interview carries 20% weightage. Okay, the interview weightage is 20%, and the written exam PCA plus PCB, the written exam weightage is 80%. Okay, so, and I think I am getting the idea as Sorasis is saying that if you have done well in the PCB, that carries highest marks. So with PCB, good performance and decent performance in PCA, and also I can say okay, okay, or decent performance in interview, you can get selected for the ISI. This is what I'm taking from Sorasis, what
Yeah.
Sorasis has explained. Okay. So Sorasis, now you got All India rank 16 in ISI 2025. Then what was your mindset that okay, let's join it, or was there still any confusion, or that okay, let's
Uh,
wait for that, let's wait for that, something in your mind, or were you just did you make your mind that okay, let's join it?
Actually, I was aiming for the Mtech CS, and the previous year they were taking this joint exam for Mtech CS and CRS. So mostly the top students are going for Mtech CS, and the later students are joining for the Mtech CRS, Mtech cryptography. So the mostly the classes are from the same units, or the professors are from same units in both branches. So like I was not looking for the MTech CRS. So my rank, all India rank was 16, and there were, I think, 11 seats in general category. So in first choice, I was getting the CRS. So I was a bit doubtful because I was already getting Triple IT Bangalore MTech CS. So I got admitted in there. So I booked a seat in there. So my like I was very confused about this. And then in the next round, my seat got promoted into Tech CA. Then I was sure that I am going to join ISI Kolkata.
Okay, okay. So you already submitted fees in Triple IT Bangalore.
Yeah, yeah. I've already submitted my fees in Triple IT Bangalore.
Okay, because you got Triple IT Bangalore MTech CS. This is what you got.
Yeah,
You submitted the fees also. So did it get refunded?
yeah, yeah. I got the refund. It's about 1 or 2 months.
Okay. So in 1 or 2 months, you got refund from Triple IT Bangalore.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. So
yeah.
in the live chat, Sorasis, a student is asking what is the fees in ISI. So I want to ask you how expensive is ISI MTech CS. So can you please give us an idea for 1 year how much expensive overall it is?
Um, to be very honest, the cheapest institute in India. I mean, there is no cost in this institute. I mean, there is no course fees, and if you accorded it in hostel, then the hostel fees is 500 per month only, and for the mess fees, it's about 3,500 per month, and it's about 4,000 per month if you get admitted into ISI, and if you got hostel and mess together, and if you if you're coming from home, if you are a day scholar, then you have nothing to worry about.
Sounds really interesting, Sorasis. I think even ISC Bangalore and IIT Bombay, even I think those are also I think little bit more expensive than ISI it seems.
Yeah. They are expensive.
So actually they are not that expensive. Only I think around I think 15,000 or 20,000. I think that is the tuition fees per semester in
Yeah.
IISC
Okay.
Bangalore. I am talking about IISC Bangalore. That I think per semester I
Okay.
think around 15,000 or 20,000, that kind of tuition fees is there, and then hostel plus mess. So overall I can say with your stipend you can survive there. Actually you can save your stipend. So
Okay.
in ISI Kolkata, what is the stipend you are getting, Surasis?
I'm getting the stipend as like all the IITians, the same of the all of the IITians. It's 12,400.
Okay, okay. And let me take some doubts from the chat. So a student is asking about total fees, hostel plus mess included, that we have already discussed. Okay. So a student is asking what is the environment in ISI Kolkata. So let's talk about ISI Kolkata. Once you are in the campus, once you have taken admission, then placements, internships, academic environment, campus life. So can you please tell us about it, Sorasis? Hello, Sorasis, some internet issue, I think. Your audio is not coming. Yes, yes. Now it seems fine. So, students, you can ask your doubts in the chat. There is some internet issue with Sorasis, I think. So, once he joins again, then we will take those doubts. Overall, I want to tell everyone that revise your gate syllabus, revise your gate subjects, gate notes. Okay, your gate exam preparation will help you very much in PCA paper, also in PCB also it can help. And if you have prepared with go classes, then you already know that we cover all the concepts with proof. Okay, graph theory, combinatorics, theory of computation, every subject from where they can ask you some proof based question. Then if you have studied from go classes, then those proof based questions you will be able to handle, because we teach every concept, every theorem, every formula, every table, every result we teach with proof. Okay, so those will be helpful in the PCB paper. Okay, yes. So Sorasis is back with us. Sorasis, I was asking about the campus life in
Yeah.
ISI Kolkata, the campus life, the academic life, and also internship and placement. So can you please tell us briefly about it? The internship and the placement, are they good?
Um, stable at the moment.
Yes, yes.
Uh, Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, yes. Now audible, Surasis.
Okay, okay, okay. So about the campus life is great. Not great as like all the IITs, but the campus life is great. I mean, you can explore as much as you can possible, and I think handling such hectic courses, I think you can't really explore the campus life very well, and you can explore the Kolkata also if you can after the courses or the classworks. So the campus life is not great as per the IITs, but it is decent.
And Surasis, what about placements and internships? Do they allow you to go for internship during your MTech?
Yeah, they allow us to for the internships, and the interesting part is when we were joining the ISI Kolkata. It's like 1 year back, and then after 1 or 2 weeks from joining, there were companies to give us internship. So you have to compete with instats and very less amount of selected from for the internship, but in the placements there are higher percentage.
Okay, so actually we missed your some audio we missed, Sorasis, when you were discussing about internship. So you mentioned that once you enter in the ISI Kolkata, basically
Yeah,
when you take admission,
yeah,
then within the 1 or 2 week,
okay,
companies will be invited for internships. You will be sitting in
yeah,
companies for
yeah,
internships. You will be appearing. So then can you please continue?
okay, 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 okay. So after 1 or 2 weeks, we are allowed to sit for the internship. So in the internship session, we were asked like the core mathematics topic. So like most of the Mtech CS people can't compete with them. After 1 year, they were fully trained on the trained for the placement season, but not immediately. But the internship culture is not too great in ISI Kolkata. But very few people from Mtech CS got internship in my year. But the placements are good, decent, not like internships. But the companies are coming. If you got a good hold in statistics, probability, and the other quantitative finance, you can crack a good internship. The company is comes from after 1 or 2 week of joining ISI.
Okay, okay. So if you are going for ISI Kolkata, then remember, after clearing the interview, when it is confirmed that okay, you are joining ISI Kolkata, then you can continue your preparation. Okay, you study the mathematics part, because if you want to get internship, you will be having only, I think, 1 or 2 weeks. Okay, so when you take admission, then within 2 weeks you will be appearing for internship in companies. Okay, so I think that from what Sorasis is saying, this is my suggestion to everyone, that you prepare the mathematics, for example, linear algebra, probability. Okay, you can study from go classes. Complete linear algebra is free, you can study from there. Okay, probability you can study. Machine learning, I think, basically just utilize your time if you are joining ISI Kolkata, to make sure
Yeah.
that you get internship. Okay, so Sorasis, anything else about the internship?
Uh, for the internships, I didn't prepare for statistics probability in depth. It's the ISI is famous for Master of Statistics, Bachelor of Statistics. So most companies coming from for the data scientist role or quant finance roles, or many fintech companies are coming. So they expect a deep knowledge of statistics, probability, and other courses from you. So in most of the cases, hello, am I visible, sir?
Yes, 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 Sorasis.
Yeah, 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 okay. So most of the companies expect deep knowledge of probability, statistics, quant finance from you. And if you are joining ISI, then as soon as your admission is confirmed, you can prepare for these topics as per your capability, so you can make a good impact in the internship season.
Okay, okay. And for placement, how are the placements, Sorasis? Like for your senior batch, did everyone get placed? Was it 100% placement or
Uh,
90%? And what was the package and what were the companies?
uh, uh, I didn't get the full data of placement for my senior batch. So, like, as per I know, for the until January, it's like 8 students were like remaining to placed. So I think in between some companies have come, and I think I can get the data after 1 or 2 weeks fully. So the placements are decent. The good thing about the placements of ISI is that you can offer a great base package. So if some company is offering 20 LPA, their base can be 70 to 80 LPA. So some companies are offering 30 LPA of the base of 25 to 26 LPA. So the base is really great for the company, and not the CTC is not very good as compared to the IITs, and most of the companies are coming for data scientist and quant finance, data scientist, machine learning engineers, this kind of roles. So software brain SD roles are less there, and like if someone can ask for the SD companies, that the placement coordinators can bring the SD companies, but to be very honest, there are a lot of mathematics people in there. So I have many batchmates who have got their master's degree from IITs and IITs in mathematics. So the top institute. So they are really strong in mathematics. So most of the students really want machine learning related companies with not with heavy coding here.
Okay, okay. And Surasis, what are some of the top companies that visited your seniors batch?
Uh, Mostly FANG company in FANG companies, Amazon, Google visited. Sorry, Microsoft visited for internship. I think Google was not visited there. And most of the good fintech companies are there. Like, and most of the good fintech companies, like they are looking for machine learning scientists. Like companies like Expedia, Irametrics, which offers good salaries, are also from there. The most FANG companies is not very regular here, as they are not coming for SD roles here. Most of the companies are coming for like machine learning roles. And also the top banks are coming. The banks are pretty good recruiters in ISI, like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Wells Fargo, and also ICICI and other Indian banks are also there for taking you in a decent salary.
Okay, okay. So basically, fintech companies and also the banks and also the other companies, they are also coming, but they are looking for data scientist, machine learning role, and SD roles are, I can say, comparatively SD role companies are not visiting. But if any student wants to go for some SD role, then the placement coordinator can arrange for some company for SD role. Okay.
Yeah,
So Rashish,
yeah,
do
definitely,
you
definitely.
recall
But
the
yeah,
yes, yes.
uh, but for maximum students, they are not likely to be sitting in the SD roles. So in most of the times, SD companies is not coming there. So as far I said, most of the students is from mathematics. Like 50% of the students is from mathematics background, and 40 to 50% of the students is from CS background. So most of the students, after spending 1 year, they are like really worked on their mathematics and statistics skills. So they were also looking for the machine learning companies also. So if you are not joining SD, then like ISI is a good place for you for machine learning engineers.
Okay, okay. So basically, for data scientist role, for machine learning role, ISI Kolkata is really a good choice for you. You can go for it. Okay. And so
Yeah.
Rashish, we discussed about internship, placements, and academic life, campus life. So overall, what is your take on ISI Kolkata? Like, are you happy with your decision that okay, you made the decision of joining ISI Kolkata Mtech CS, considering the academic
Uh,
hectic life, campus life, placement, internship, considering everything, basically your last 1 year of experience, are you happy with your decision, or is sometimes you get some, some doubts, or I can say some regret that okay, I may have joined that, I may have joined this. So can you please share with us?
uh, for an honest review, I say that hectic courses are designed to teach the like multi-purposeness of life. That one student of ISI Kolkata, he has joined. he was from MMath of ISI Bangalore also. So he joined Mtech CS for he was looking for a CS degree for PhD. So he said me that the hectic courses are designed in ISI for teach something in your life also. In your life, if you also sometimes like face hard situations, how you can tackle all of this, and these courses, this hectic life, this exploring give teaches you a lot. So in BTech, most of the courses is like not very academically heavy, so we can explore a lot. But in ISI, I can say that in that hectic courses, my skills are really improving. My knowledge is really improving. So I did all of this for a high paying job. So the professors are really good here. I- if you can if you can research about mathematical CS, this is one of the best place in India. So if you can really passionate about the algorithms and all other core CS subject, this is a very good place in India. So as per the placements, it is not comparing with the IITs, of course, but in the academic sense, it is really good. And if someone don't like mathematics, I think he shouldn't join ISI. So this is a very mathematically strong institute. So if you have to take mathematics courses here for placement also, and the courses are really going to be hectic for someone who is going to join ISI. So if someone not if someone doesn't like mathematics really well, the ISI is going to be really hard for you. But as per I said that the tough courses are designed to teach teach you the hardness of your life. So you can always get something from the course and the academically heavy life in ISI all over the curriculum.
Okay, Sorasis. So, Sorasis, thank you for sharing everything about ISI Kolkata MTech CS, about PCA,
Yeah.
PCB exam, interview, internship, placements, campus life, academic life, everything we discussed, the fees structure, mess, hostel, everything. So, I hope that this interview is helpful for all the aspirants who are preparing for ISI Kolkata exam. So, all the best to all the aspirants, and thank you, Sorasis, for joining us in this session. Is there, if there is anything, if there is anything that at the end, like, you want to tell the students, the future aspirants, anything that is there in your mind and you want to say, then you can share.
Uh, One thing I want to share that the GATE exam is not same for everyone. So I prepared really hard for GATE exam, and the exam is not bad also. I mean, it was not good as per I expected. So after that, one can think of taking a drop. One can aspire for the IITs, but there are many good institutes of India. If you really passionate about research, you can explore many good institute in India. You can explore many good institute for placements also. But after GATE exam, there are many exams you can try, and most of them are based on the GATE syllabus. So if you prepared hard for GATE exam, the most of the upcoming exams for you is really easy. So don't lose hope and try for all of the colleges in your hand. You can, I mean, if you try really hard, you can get some good college for your masters. And the masters life is great, I say. If you are pursuing masters from a good institute.
Thank you, Sorasis. And just, Sorasis, just one thing, that you you got ISI Kolkata All India Rank 16 with your final year of BTech, right? You were in the final year of BTech when you got GATE exam All
Yeah,
India
yeah,
Rank
yeah. I was
near.
in my final year.
Okay. So with college, with final
Yeah.
year in BTech final year, Sorasis cracked the GATE exam. He got All India Rank 1500, near 1500, I think 1521. So All India Rank 1521 he got in GATE CS 2025 with college in final year, and also All India Rank 16 in ISI Kolkata. So that is really incredible, Sorasis. And Best wishes to you for your future also. And thank you for sharing everything about ISI Kolkata Mtech CS, and really incredible performance that with college, with BTech, you secured such, great achievements. So congratulations for that also. And thank you. So I think Sorasis, your audio is not coming. I think some internet issue, I think.
Yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, 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 yes. Audible, Sorasis.
Okay. So, sir, you were saying something? Or,
No, I was just saying that you did incredible with your BTech. You secured, top achievements with your BTech final year, and now you shared everything about the ISI Kolkata MTech CS. So thank you for that and congratulations.
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for inviting me in this discussion. Yeah, it was really great.
And thank you everyone for watching. You can share this interview with all the ISI aspirants who are preparing for the ISI exam. Please share it with all those ISI aspirants. And if there is any student for whom the gate exam did not go as well as they expected, then please share this interview with them also, so that they get aware. Okay, they become aware of the opportunities after the gate exam. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching. Please share it. If you have any doubt, you can ask it. You can ask your doubts in the comments. If you have any doubt for Sorasis, please put your doubts in the comments, and we will request Sorasis that in the free time he can reply to your doubts, he can resolve your doubts. Okay, so please like this session, please share it with all the ISI aspirants, and thank you everyone for watching. Okay, and thank you Sorasis.